Okay, the Stars Group. Get this down because you're going to want to know. TSG on the NASDAQ or TSGI on Toronto Stock Exchange. All figures I'm going to talk about today are US dollars. Okay. What a deal. What a move in the stock. This is exciting. I hope you own some shares. If not, you can still buy them even though they're way up today. Okay, so what's happening? Fox and the Stars Group are getting together. Fox Sports and the Stars Group are getting together. First of all, let's take the Stars Group is this online gambling. Okay, so you probably know these brands if you're a gambler at all, or just you like play poker. Poker Stars, Full Tilt Poker, and I think they even run the World Series of Poker. And then they have some of these other betting entities, which are sports betting and some other casino type games that you can play online. There's been a lot of regulations against this, and it's been opening up over the years, especially over in Europe. It's a bit easier. This is a Canadian company, so there's a lot of domicile in Canada, but there's a lot of operations in Europe where it's legal, and now the States is opening up legalized betting for sports betting, and it's just getting more and more liberal. And this is just, it's a fascinating deal. Okay, so what is the deal exactly? Okay, joint development of a sports gambling app. It's going to be branded Fox, like a Fox branding. It's a 25-year deal. They're going to build two versions of this app. One is a free-to-play with cash prizes in jurisdictions where you're not allowed to gamble. And then a real money wager in states where sports gambling is legal. So putting in real money, basically they skim off the top too, is what they'll do. So you're going to place a $5 bet. They'll take, 5%. I don't know what the deal will be. I think it's huge though. And Fox is going to buy 5% of the company now, which is like $230 million, I think, but has the right to purchase up to 50% of the Stars Group over the next 10 years. Okay, a lot of details here, but maybe we don't need to know them all. But let's put it this way. Stars Group's got great technology and pretty good branding. They've got a foot in the door of the gambling world. They know how this online stuff works. And now you've got one of the best media marketing companies in the world in Fox. I think this is a giant. It's a huge deal. And as a shareholder of the Stars Group, you don't know, but they have the right to buy up to 50%. So you're going to have a buyer like every year. Let's say they do it on a regular basis. We don't know that. It just doesn't say that in the deal that they will. They're not. They have the right to do it. They don't have the obligation. Okay, but if things go well, they're going to buy it, and you have an automated buyer of shares, bidding up the shares essentially. Okay. Right now, by the way, the Supreme Court has ruled. Actually, there was a 1-year anniversary. I don't know if that's a coincidence or not, but 1-year anniversary of the Supreme Court ruling to make sports gambling legal, and it's now legal in 8 states, and dozens are considering it. So literally, the whole of the U.S. can get in on this if they want to, state by state, and I don't see why they wouldn't. What is holding you back? Are they going to get opposed for moral issues? The states want more revenue. I just don't see why they wouldn't do this. So what a deal. Okay, quick look at the model. This is a confusing, that's not the model, those are my notes. Okay, there's the model. Huge return on invested capital, good valuation. I don't want to, I'm going to go here briefly. It's complicated, but when we include intangibles, which means we include the cost of acquisitions they've made over the years, the returns do drop, but the valuation is still very good, and you still get an improving return on invested capital. You see the share price there too. It's been a wild, wild ride. Uh, basically, it's based on these regulations. If you kind of look, you know what? That's kind of fascinating. Take out these two ridiculous peaks here, where they made some. That was a big acquisition there, and then back to earth. Just had a pretty decent quarter and some more regulation. You just take those two humps out, and it's pretty smooth up and to the right. Right? It's just hopefully you weren't buying on one of those. So we're still nowhere near, even with this move today, we're nowhere near those kind of levels. And this is about as big a deal as ever happened in the company, including some of the acquisitions. Like they bought PokerStars at one point, and that was a huge deal. This is bigger. Yeah, this is pretty exciting. I'm pretty excited about it, as you can tell. All right, PokerStars, the Stars Group, TSG, Nasdaq, TSGI on Toronto.